U.S. President Donald Trump says he wants to return to the campaign trail as soon as this weekend. And this follows a week of being sidelined by his coronavirus diagnosis. The Trump campaign is planning rallies in some key swing states like Florida, Pennsylvania, and Michigan. Now, the White House has declined to reveal when the president last tested negative. But Mr. Trump's doctor says he has finished his course of therapy and can safely return to public engagements. Simon Marks joins us live from Washington right now. Simon, is the Trump campaign facing any pushback?
Well, absolutely not from anybody that the President of the United States is going to listen to, Glenda. That's for certain. We have learnt over the last hour or so that the President's engagements today, even though he's not supposed to be putting himself out into the public domain again until Saturday, but Friday here, the President's engagements include guest hosting America's leading conservative daily radio program. And then tonight, he's going to give his first live in-person interview since he returned to the White House from Walter Reed Medical Center to his favorite host on Fox News, Tucker Carlson. And in the course of that interview, we have learnt he is going to undergo a medical evaluation from one of the Fox News medical correspondents. So President Trump is already very much putting himself out there and preparing for a return to the fray. Public health officials, I think it is fair to say broadly, are aghast by what we've witnessed over the last week. And certainly some of President Trump's Republican colleagues are very privately very much concerned about what is going on. And publicly, it was notable yesterday that Senator Mitch McConnell, the Republican leader in the U.S. Senate, disclosed that he has not set foot inside the White House compound since August because he simply doesn't believe that it is safe to do so. That's a remarkable public indication of a possible growing chink in the Republicans' armor between men like Mitch McConnell, very worried about the outcome of this election in terms of what happens to the Republican majority in the United States Senate, and Donald Trump, whose behavior this week has been somewhat erratic.
So we've got to move on to other news as well about a plot to kidnap the governor of Michigan. What's been the reaction to this during this election period?
Well, I mean, a genuine shock, as there would have been even if this were not an election period. The governor of Michigan, Gretchen Whitmer, one of the most prominent Democrats. She was considered by Joe Biden as a possible running mate before he settled on Kamala Harris. 6 men arrested in Michigan yesterday, accused by the FBI of plotting to kidnap her. They were going to use an army, 200 strong, fellow members of a couple of Michigan far-right militia groups. They were going to take her to a remote wooded area and make her undergo some kind of a show trial for treason, allegedly, in which she would be accused of treason for having introduced COVID-19 lockdowns in her state. I mean, this is absolutely unprecedented kind of behavior. And what has alarmed the political elites here even more has been President Trump's reaction, who last night on Twitter and in a telephone interview with Fox News said that Gretchen Whitmer, the governor of Michigan, should be thanking him because it was his FBI and his Department of Justice that helped unravel this plot. So the story itself and the White House reaction to it has been a further indication, many observers here and overseas would argue, of just how far the United States is currently drifting from its traditional moorings.
Well, Simon, the president's former fundraiser, Elliot Brody, now he's been charged with illicit lobbying on Malaysia's 1MDB case. What are the allegations against him?
Yeah, well, this is another story that was problematic for the White House over the last few hours. Elliot Brody is a top Republican Party fundraiser. He helped raise more than $107 million for the president's inauguration back in January 2017. He is now facing charges of having essentially influence peddled. He is accused of accepting money in an attempt by Joe Lowe to try and terminate a congressional investigation, US government investigations into 1MDB. According to reports here, he is planning to plead guilty to that charge later this month. We don't know that for certain. Those are reports that have been published in the media. Of course, Joe Lowe denies allegations relating more broadly to 1MDB, but if he pleads guilty or is convicted, Elliot Broidy will, of course, become the latest in a long line of Donald Trump campaign and inauguration associates who have, over the last 4 years, felt the long arm of the law here.